music, and football. To quote Manny of the Stone Roses, what else is there? People underestimate the power of both music and sport. When the Beatles performed on The Ed Sullivan Show, there were no reported crimes in the whole of the USA for 15 minutes. When Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman in Zaire, they stopped the Vietnam War. And just look at the emotion that football can bring out of this usually reserved dipstick. I speak to you on the eve of England's historic final. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Well, I do. Win or lose, it's bringing me 6 pints and a chicken kebab. Diet starts on Monday. Anyway, other than football, I also love bass. But you probably knew that. And I just wanted to share with you what I consider to be the 10 best basses I've ever played. And there's going to be some surprises here. I've even surprised myself. Now here's a little disclaimer. I'm taking into account value for money with this list. It's not just going to be 10 of the most expensive basses I've ever played. And I won't be including stuff like my beloved but heavily modded 1963 Gibson. These are all instruments that are widely available. A lot of the clips you'll be seeing are from my time demoing for Gear for Music, where I did over 500 videos over a 5-year period, with no fixed hairstyle, size, or fashion sense. This was a strong look. This video is of course not sponsored, and it's just me offering my honest opinions to you for free. I wish everyone did that, don't you? Anyway, I'll get off my high horse. Here we go. Number 10, Retrovive Volante. I wish I hung on to this thing. It was described as a cross between an Aerodyne Jazz and a Rickenbacker, and it really growled. Unfortunately, it nearly broke me back too. This thing was heavy, but just listen to that tone when I'm digging in. Number 9, Fender Player Jazz Fretless. I don't quite know what it was, but this model from around 2018 didn't feel like an entry-level Fender. If you'd have told me this was top of the range, I probably would have believed you. Sometimes you just pick up basses and they feel right, and this was one of them. Number 8, Epiphone Alan Woody Rumble Cat. This thing was a beauty. To me, it looked and sounded better than any Hofner had played. A deep and silky smooth sound and very elegant design. I think I'm going to have to get hold of one of these. Number 7, Epiphone Thunderbird. I think these sound excellent. They're a bit big on me personally, but for regular size humans, this is a solid choice. I've played a few of these. But this Goth Thunderbird 4 really stood out. One of the comments described it as beefy and full, and I think that sums it up nicely. Number 6, Squier Classic Vibes 70s Jaguar bass. This is incredible value at under 400 quid. Medium scale, great looks, PJ pickups, just an all-round excellent bass. So I was going to pause here and answer a few questions, but it seems like a load of you just want to know about the Hawk. I did make the mistake of thinking that I'd look as cool as my wonderful partner and manager, but I've come out looking like a strategically shaved cockatoo, complete with beak. If you enjoy my videos and you'd like to buy us a beer for tomorrow's game, you can very kindly donate via the PayPal link in the description or via the YouTube Super Thanks button. We've been absolutely broke and have spent more time sat outside the pub drinking cans while the matches have been on, so it'd be nice to spend the game inside the pub tomorrow. Thank you to all that have kindly donated so far. PayPal won't let me send you a thank you message for some reason, so I just wanted to say a big collective thank you. Alright, enough grovelling. Here's the top 5. Number 5, Gibson SG bass. It's not perfect and it's not cheap, but it's probably my favourite looking bass ever. And these pickups sound fantastic either on their own or together. People seem to complain about neck dive, but I don't think it's too bad, especially with a heavy strap. Number 4, Rickenbacker 4003. It's no secret that I'm a big Ricky fan. But I know they're not for everyone. They'll sound like no other bass, but they'll take a lot of maintenance, and people are obviously put off by the 2,000 plus price tag. But just listen to it. Number 3, Fender Mustang bass. I've liked every Fender Mustang I've ever tried. They're very easy to play due to their short scale, and you get more of a thump than your average P bass. And this one in particular was my favourite. A Fender made in Japan around 15 years old. I regret selling it to this day. Number 2, Squier Classic Vibe 60s P bass. This bass is a phenomenon. Made around 2008, there's a reason why these things are so sought after. It cost me £120 second hand a few years ago, and I won't be getting rid of it. It sounds and feels like a high-end instrument. This one is highly recommended if you can find one. Music Man Stingray. This might surprise you, because I've never owned one of these, but to me I've never felt such a quality instrument as this. I couldn't think of a single thing I'd change. The sound, the looks, well maybe the price tag, but they feel every bit worth of that £2,500. And one day when I'm rich, I'm gonna get one. My particular favourite was the 2018 Stingray Special. Let me know what you think of these choices, and I'll see you next time.